Animal Crossing New Horizons. How will you live your island life? ¿Cómo disfrutas de tu vida isleña? Oops, leí el español. Craft and customize your world. Show your style. Build tools and furniture from island resources. Wow, this sounds awesome. Celebrate the seasons. Seasons unfold in real time and reveal new... Wait, real time? So does that mean winter happens and lasts as long as winter does in the real world? So do I have to wait several months to get ahead in certain parts of this game? Yes. That's so stupid. Just do it like Zelda and make me wait 3 hours, not a full day for the Blood Moon quest. Already because of this system, I've spent 65 hours on this game. I could have used those 65 hours to do something productive, like helping the world in some way. Yeah, on second thought, I think the amount of hours I've spent on this game are well deserved. So why am I making a video about my complaints with it? Well, there's a lot of reasons. Fishing! Look, the fishing in this game isn't terrible, it's just semi-frustrating. For example, when I throw a lure in front of a fish, it'll take several tries to get the fish's attention, and sometimes it'll bite it and sometimes it won't. Another problem I have with the fishing is its inconsistent rules. Most of the time it will take 3 bites from a fish to hook it and catch it, but then sometimes it takes 4 or 5 from a fish you caught 5 minutes ago! Sometimes because of this, I end up pulling the rod early, expecting the fish to catch. It's really dumb because yeah, it might simulate real life, but why does it take 50 bites to catch a seahorse, but then 2 to catch a spooky whale shark? This is one of the parts of the game that really annoys the sharks me. First things first, the only place that gives your character free reign to place things with the cursor is inside your house. And although this system is nice, sometimes it's very frustrating because Nintendo doesn't really give an explanation of how to use it until you stumble across it. And then once you stumble across it, you find these it gives you directions, I guess, somewhat. And by directions, I mean labels on the thing, you know, labels on the stuff, you know what I mean, labels on the thing and the stuff with the labels and the thing. Where this feature really should be is outside, where things are harder to place. For example, when planting flowers or regular saplings, sometimes the game will plant them in an exact spot, and sometimes all the way in Siberia. Excuse me, Nintendo? That's not really the most helpful thing in the world. Why not make it so that only the direction the character is facing, things can be placed? And not have the algorithm choose a random spot nearby that you never wanted to place it in the first place. Because when you go to pick that out, you might miss with the shovel and dig to the right. And when you do that, you have to press Y to cover it up without using your shovel. And when you do that, you could have the problem of accidentally picking flowers and making your garden look ugly. Look, I get it, Nintendo, you're trying to be realistic, but I'm pretty sure I've never had trouble when putting something somewhere and something like this happens. What? Confused. What the flank steak? This one isn't that big of an issue, it's more Tom Nook's dialogue that kind of pisses me off. For example, whenever I pay off my debt, Tom Nook will usually congratulate me, and then proceed to attempt to sell me on more house things. And although this is technically fine, because he is a salesman and a crook, I don't particularly want to deal with annoying raccoon dogs trying to get me in more debt to them in a video game that I use to get away from raccoon dogs like that in real life. This game is supposed to be an escape, right? So why did you put responsibilities in it? Another thing about debt is that Tom Nook will remind you that you have debt even though you can see it in the ATM, and it kind of ticks you off because you know that you have debt, but then you talk to him and he's like, I'm sorry, you have outstanding debt or something like that when you want to extend another house. There's a thing called a second mortgage. They exist. So if I have a bunch of debt, I can always get more debt. That's how a second mortgage works. If you have enough income to outweigh your debt, you can get more debt. And I can do that because I sell papayas and apples. Also, some things related to debt in this game, such as helping Tom Nook, also peeve me a little bit. For example, every time I build a house or help with materials for building some stores, I would in real life expect only a little bit of compensation, but in this game I get no compensation because, of course, all labor is free. If you ask for it. In this game, they have you get every single material for the Timmy and Tommy shop, who seem to chase you around their shop for some reason. And then after that, I get compensated with gentrification of a barren wasteland. Isn't that fun? I kinda just want some money. And the fact that buying additions to my house gets increasingly expensive really makes me discontent. For a fourth room, I have to pay $750,000 when my first room was $100,000 and my fourth room would be the exact same size and everything as my first room. That's not how extensions and building works. They don't make you pay more for another room. It's the same cost if it's the same dimensions and everything else. It just pisses me off. Adding an addition should cost the same each time. For example, in The Sims, an average bathroom costs the same each time you buy it. And it doesn't increase just because you want more. That's not how it works, Tom Nook. You crook. That's not how it works, Mr. Raccoon. It will have the same price depending on what you buy to go with it. For example, if you buy a fridge in a package for a new room, it would cost a little bit more because of the fridge. But if I buy nothing, it's not gonna cost more. This is the problem with debt in this game. Your house will end up costing more than $1 million because you want some extensions. Or more than 1,000,000 bells. But I don't really care about being accurate with Animal Crossing currency, and that's mostly because of the Miles program. It's like a stupid rewards program where it's like, oh yeah, you dug up some dirt. That's not how miles work. It's the amount of time I go flying. That's how frequent flyer miles go. It would make more sense if in-game, because you have to go to the islands to get more resources a bunch of times, you get frequent flyer miles and you can pay off your debt like that. That makes sense. This doesn't. An average house in the US, for example, costs $350,000 to $250,000. And that's with the bare essentials. Right now, I have 3 rooms. I've spent a total of 690,000 bells. And I don't even have a bathroom or a toilet. And he has the gall to ask me to help pay for a bridge I requested because it's $90,000. And ooh, he doesn't have enough even when we already have 8 residents who have paid you $90,000 each, plus my $600,000 in additions, adding up to $1,380,000. Alright, you sold me. What do I have to sacrifice myself to next? Fun fact, we came from fish. This problem isn't much of a problem. It's just more my confusion with the game's inner workings, such as how there are regular animal skeletons and dinosaur bones, along with human ancestor bones as well. And yet there are humanoid animals and whatnot. I mean, there's a hamster cage and ball, but no humanoid hamsters or regular hamsters to be found. Also, there's a doghouse item that seems to have a regular dog, but then there's humanoid dogs like KK Slider, and because of these 2 different types of dogs, it leads me to believe there's some kind of hierarchy in which the humanoid animals keep the regular animals stupid or something, and have somehow evolved to keep the less intelligent versions of their species as pets, which is kind of sick. It's kind of like if we had less evolved humans and kept them alive as pets and pretended like they didn't have almost similar intelligence levels to ourselves. This is one of my biggest problems with the game. The fact that there's no option to skip repetitive dialogue in this game is really annoying. I mean, I can spam B and speed it up a little bit, but at the same time, because the dialogue is so repetitive and I get bored talking to Blathers the stupid owl over and over again about bugs, fish, and fossils, I end up accidentally initiating the dialogue again. I'm used to spamming A to end dialogue. I really hate it when I skip annoying dialogue because I want to play the fucking game, and then I have to go back and read it again because of some stupid system that apparently isn't working because I didn't want to pay enough attention to the stupid owl. I have multiple times in this game attempted to turn in fossils to bladders, only to be rejected and told I have to have them assessed. Why the fuck can't you have those options be connected? I mean, I have to go through 2 sets of almost identical dialogue just to donate one fucking fossil. And when I attempt to donate multiple fossils, there's one new one and he gives them all back. It says he hopes I donate it. I mean, I fucking donated most of them and there's one new one. Just fucking take it. Ah! I hate you, you stupid bird! And I like birds a lot! I had a bird t-shirt in my other fucking skits! I wanna be an ornithologist! And I hate an owl in a video game on a personal fucking level! Just take it! Just take it! Just take it! And don't make me talk to you again! I hate you! I hate you! You suck! This man... Whoa! Okay, maybe I went a little bit farther. But still, does he have to have the same wake-up dialogue every time I talk to him? Ooh! Or ooh! Ooh! It's like Skyrim dialogue. Stop! But you can't exit because you're so tired of it and you end up flipping playing it again. I mean, that is Skyrim dialogue, but imagine if it was like this. Every day the same conversations and same topics. Well, that is life, isn't it? Oh my god, you're right, me! Everything in this game is like real life.
That's right.
I have complaints about my height with no resolution, and I have complaints about this game's mechanics with no resolution. I get annoyed at people because they ask me the same questions multiple times, and I get annoyed because of the repetitive dialogue in this game. Debt! Just debt. Sometimes I have trouble putting things in places. Animal Crossing New Leaf is the perfect imitation of life. Nintendo has made the best game ever! Hi, so you reached the end of the video. Sorry I haven't been uploading lately. I've been working on this. This took a lot of time because I edited it, produced it, wrote it, and did everything myself. Yeah, I've been working on this for quite a while. The reason I didn't address many of the summer updates is mostly because the only thing that it really added was like swimming, stuff like that. It did make the island bigger, which was great, but I had a lot of fun making this video, so thanks for watching. In the future, videos may come out a little bit faster and it won't be as delayed and make it so that I can't do TikTok stuff or do streaming. I try to do that in the middle, but it's hard to do that when I'm trying to pay attention to that. But if I made you angry, I'm sorry. That's not what my intention was. I was just trying to be goofy and over-exaggerate the very minuscule problems with this game. I actually like this game a lot. I think Zelda is up next for my next video. I also have a skit video coming out soon. But yeah, like, subscribe, share, turn on the bell notification. Tell me what you want to see next. Tell me what you thought. Let me know what I can do different. Thanks for watching and stay watered. Can't say hydrated because that's someone else's catchphrase. Bye!